Once again, what's going on? This is Sean Govey. I began to do this fire sign love reading, and then I had to take care of something real fast, and I'm back. So before we get started again, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I didn't mention like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that particular order, the order of operations. Okay. Also, for those of you who are experiencing different types of problems, and you may need a form of protection slash a reversal. You know what I'm saying? If you're under some form of attack, we have the put the ops in a box ritual. All the information can be found down there. Okay. Got one head in the building, two heads in the building. Don't forget to lick that like button. Okay. Crack the cracking all the way back. I'll get back into this. I'm going to restart what I was saying. And we have Nad's Love. Hello, Nad's Love. Welcome, welcome. Yes, this is live, and I'm going to say hi to my fam, you know what I'm saying, when they come in. So I'll give it a minute or two before I get into the reading again, but looking over this shit, it's pretty interesting. It's very interesting, okay? Very interesting. How y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all are well, okay? Let me see here. So I think we're just going to dive into this right now. And we got 4 heads in there, and only one has licked the like button. Lick that like button. 5 heads now. Lick that like button. They love what's happening. The UK is in a house. Okay, so this reading is for if your sun sign is a fire sign, if your moon is a fire sign, or if your Venus is in a fire sign, then you probably want to listen up, okay? I hope all is well over there across the pond this afternoon. And she came in at 3332. Come on now. You can't beat that. 333. You know what I'm saying? And there's 3 people and 3 thumbs, okay? Because it's late as fuck. And I'm in California. So, hey, Lady K, what's up? I got your message coming back about that, okay? So, just so you know, I did not forget about you. All right. So, with these fire signs, all my beloved fire signs, okay? Let us see what is going on here. So, before I was needing to take a quick break there, this was the card in the middle, okay? Some of you fire signs are worried. You kind of just, what's that one song? I could feel it in the air. You know, by Beanie Siegel, if you know your shit, okay? You feel something's going to happen. You feel something's going to happen with if you're in a relationship of some kind, dealing with somebody, okay? For those of you who are in a relationship. And for some of you that are in a relationship, I do feel like some of you fire signs are headed smack dab for some type of an abrupt ending. Now, this may be an ending, or it may be a pause or a bump in the road. Okay, but we're going to get into that. All right, so let me just look around here. I'm still centering my chi, okay, for this shit. You know, underneath things though, I do feel too that there's a power struggle going on here, okay, for a lot of you fire signs in your different situations here, okay. And on one side, you got a change of heart. Someone's heart has changed or is changing, or you may think this person's heart is changing, okay? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that, okay? Because a lot of times we can project onto other people what the hell we thinking, you know? I'm dealing with an Aries rising, okay? What's going on, Lily, sweetie? And what this is equaling, well, let me show you the bottom here. I got the 9-card spread rocking, okay? So this is on the bottom. These 2 8s, power struggle, okay? Sherry Davis, good morning. And what we also have here, smack dab in the middle here, it's causing some of my beloved fire signs a lot of worry, okay? There's a lot of worry going on. And matter of fact, I see a lot of you, if you are experiencing this situation, some of you, your imaginations are bending you over the barrel, okay? You're imagining some of the worstest fucked up shit, okay? Now, let me see here. Since let me deal with this other eight here first, okay? Actually, before I go on to that, some of you fire signs, I'm sorry, but I was called to this again, so I'm gonna address this. Andrea Hicks, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, settle on in. This is also, some of you are in relationships right now and you're being worked on. Travels and heals, what's happening? You're being worked on and it's seemingly actually starting to take effect by whoever is working on you, or they might be working on your partner or both, okay? And it's definitely taking an effect there. Monica Montoya, good morning. And yeah, so this is also coming through as far as this power sign, okay? Because this right here is also telling me that there is some form of almost like a spiritual, that someone's trying to spiritually, magically dominate the situation. And if you already have issues, just regular human issues, as most people do in a relationship, it can make you more susceptible, okay? Especially where there is a lack of trust, okay? What that is like is basically cracking the door open and letting them critters in, okay? The critters being the work, okay? And especially, it's hard to fight a war that you don't even know that you're in, okay? So I'm not saying that everybody is under this. I'm saying some, okay? Some. And some, it's very strong. Matter of fact, I bet you have even thought of that over the past few weeks. Is somebody working on me? You know, some of you may have also experienced a phenomenon that does happen if you are being worked on, where if you know your thoughts, or if you've kind of, I'm not saying you got to be a yogi and shit, but if you kind of have observed your thoughts, you will notice sometimes if you're being worked on, an intruder who's trying. You ever seen a movie where the guy goes to sneak in to go assassinate somebody, and he dresses up as a janitor or an ambulance driver or a policeman, and he just kind of fits in like that? You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of the work can get through. You know, if there's already something tension, if the ground's already shaky in a relationship, okay, and you may have noticed sometimes, if you can actually even catch it, where the thoughts are not yours, and you can feel it. You can feel it, you can feel it, you can feel it. Okay? So some of you may have experienced that. Okay? Now, what I do feel that some of you fire signs right now, as far as love, are dealing with, and I wish this was a little bit, it does get a little bit more upbeat, so stick around, okay? But disappointment, you know? Disappointment. You had high hopes and maybe shit came kind of crashing down. Now, I want to give a little bit of encouragement. That does not mean things can't be turned around or that they won't turn around, okay? At the same time, let me say this. I'm not saying that they will turn around either, but just, hear me out though, okay? And this is going a whole bunch of ways, but I'm going to try and keep it concise, okay? But as far as, there can even be an obsession going on here. Maybe you're obsessed with somebody or somebody is obsessed with you, okay? And or relating back to the work situation, for those that applies to, Nicole M, shout out. That those that you applies to, the person doing the work would be maybe contracted or done by that person themselves who is obsessed, okay? They don't know how to fucking get on with their shit, okay? Aluna M 888. That's the fourth time I done seen 888 today. And here you come with 888 again. you know. So right next, this is the middle row of cards here that I got. I know. Let me see here. So this is what I had for you guys right here. Okay, so you see the Two of Hearts. Okay, now for some of you, you guys are just going through a rocky time, man. Sometimes it's a rocky time. Sometimes it ain't work. Sometimes it's just you got two people, and each of the persons has their own set of bullshit. And a lot of times the bullshit does not get along with the other's bullshit, you know? Maybe next, Aluna, maybe next, okay? But what this is also telling me, this is going two ways, okay? You're either going to be in group A or group B. And group B is obviously a split, or somebody splitting with you, okay? Leaving. And I know some of you fire signs, you can take it hard. Sometimes it's even hard for a fire sign. It's hard, kind of difficult for fire, depending on what else they got in their chart to like really have that poker face. You know what I'm saying? Um, it may have been Lily. Okay, it may have been. She said, "I think work's been done on me to obsess on him." Anyways, but this is also a little ray of hope here too, or a ray of sunshine, possibly. I don't know how that goes. As far as a reconciliation having to do after this. Okay, after this abrupt shakeup in the relationship, something just abrupt, and it just takes the relationship and it turns it all the way upside down, and it's like you don't know which way is up, you know, throwing you all out of homeostasis. First you cool and everything's cool, then all of a sudden, boom, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now, let me look around here. Okay, for some of you in the love life, okay, I see some Sagittarius popping off here because the king of spades is Sagittarius for me. So you got this going on also. All right. Now this Sagittarius, he's kind of side eyeing this shit right here. Okay. And this is kind of what's on top of the head. All right. A change of mind. But how is that mind changing? You might be that Sagittarius. You know what? This is also not just a Sagittarius though. This can be any fire sign. Okay. I would say definitely a man, okay? And this man is looking at different things, okay? Changing it. He don't know, man. He's kind of like trying to make his mind up. He don't know which way he wants to go, all right? Because at the end of the day, really, at this point, all this fire sign wants is peace of mind. All he wants is peace. He's tired of having the shit flip-flop, okay? And then, we just coming off of this shit. Hey. But like I said, I'm gonna even stretch this even a little bit more. This doesn't even have to be just a man, okay? But for a lot of you, it's gonna be a man. For a lot of you, it's gonna be a man. All right. So hold on real fast. I got a little bit more here for you. Yeah, see, and there's also thoughts or concerns of, is somebody playing with your fucking head, man? Are they lying? Are they playing with your head? Because I'm gonna tell you, fire signs are one of the signs, definitely. One of the type of signs, definitely. You don't want, because when the shit hits the shit hits a fan. Especially with, I'm telling you, with these fire signs, with the Leos, with the Aries, and with the Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Like they get very, very buck, squizzy. You know, all this is factoring in. You know, it if you don't know what's what, it makes things so much harder. Miss Wilson. And it makes things so much harder. At least when you know what's what in a relationship, okay, you can either deal with it or not. But when things just seem real smoky or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of emotion going on here too. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of mental shit, because a lot of the ways that this is affecting a lot of you fire signs is on the mental realm. Okay. And obviously your emotions and your mental realms they're 69 in each other, okay? When one busts a nut, it makes the other bust a nut. Then it makes the other bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of that going on here, okay? Now taking it back down here, let's go back into this. What is this change of heart about? All right, what is this change of heart about? And I actually feel like a lot of you, some of you fire signs right now are experiencing that. You're having a change of heart. Switch a dog. What's happening? Peace. Good, good, good. And you guys are having this change of heart. Mm-hmm. Change of heart because of disappointment or perceived disappointment. Folks, people, I know how hard it could be right now, especially like with the way things are right now. Loyalty, honesty are almost fucking dinosaurs in a way. And it's a lot of people say, I don't do this and I don't that. And they're like the biggest perpetrators of that shit. Yeah, no. So it makes it a lot harder. Like, what is real and what is not? You know? And nowadays, it seems to be the social programming of just such fickleness when it comes to relationships. And, oh, I love you. And then just, oh, boom. Okay. I guess that's love, right? Is that what love is these days? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you just gotta navigate your way through it. All right, you just gotta navigate your way through it. Okay, but let me tell you something. Like I said, you guys got 3/8 up in this piece. D Shuggy, peace to you. Good morning. You got 3/8 up in this piece. All right. For one, that's equal in balance. 888. Speaking of 888, and there's 3/8 in this thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you a 3/8 right now. If you think I'm lying. Okay. And for some of you, though, I got to kind of take it here too. Whatever little problems, I can guarantee you this, okay? I'm not excusing anything on the outside, okay? I'm not excusing anything on the outside as far as what somebody does, inexcusable behavior, blah, blah, blah. But there is also a power up here, spiritually power up. Spiritually power up, okay? Because really what a relationship's job is to do is to reflect back to you, to show you different things. It's as if you took all your mental processes and all your different emotions and all that, and you pushed them and projected them out into the form of people that you fucking and sucking on or in a relationship with, or that you want to be, okay, in a relationship with. All right. And this is definitely playing a part. Some of you fire signs are paranoid as fuck. You just are. You're paranoid as fuck. And some of you fire signs are not really so clean either. That's why you thinking somebody is doing something. It happens. It happens. It's called projecting, people. We project a lot of times. We project. Not all the time, but sometimes, and in certain situations with certain people. All right. We project onto them, especially if they got a little piece of your heart or something like that. The more invested you are and the more important you are, or the more important that you make it, in some ways does have some consequences to that. Okay. Just like when you are, talking about the law of attraction or like manifesting something, the more important that you make it, that's going to be the thing that seems to elude you most. The thing you don't really, like you get that easy. I know it's kind of fucked up, but that's the way it is. Okay. But I just feel like whatever is going on, whatever you got going on right now, there are spiritual gems and jewels in it for you. If you will just pay attention, if you will just look, if you will not get so caught up in your emotions. And I know it's hard because fire signs are very passionate, very full of passion, very passionate people. Most of them that I know are very, very passionate, especially when you hit that button, you know what I'm saying? And the one who can hit that button is the one closest to you, okay? So you got to start calming your minds too, man. I don't care if you take 5 seconds out just to Feel whatever it is that you're feeling. I made a video yesterday about giving up. And when I said giving up, I did want to say this because I wanted to clarify something too. I don't mean just giving up and just not doing anything, period. Although that could be an option, depending on the situation, the person, whatever. But when I say give up, I'm talking about give up your resistance. Some of us get upset at the fact that we're mad or that we're upset, you know, as opposed to just experiencing the feeling of upset, the feeling of being pissed, the feeling of whatever it is that you got going on, that's going to allow the fog to clear so you can see what the fuck is going on. Imagine your relationship is like a movie, and just like some movies got a lot of different like occult meanings and a lot of symbologies, and there's a whole other story. There's different stories under the story. You know what I'm saying? That's your relationship, fire signs, okay? So I think we're gonna be back. I'm gonna do a quick shuffle, see what other sign or what other element I'm gonna do, and then I'm sorry, I was just reading a comment here. Sherry Davis said, cool way to put that. Shadow working and balancing and balance in knowing yourself with all on our journey. 69 thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Or Daria Bills. Yes, you can at shango-ray.com. Go ahead and book you one. Okay, so can I get a reading? Okay, but what I'm gonna do, we're gonna conclude this for the fire signs. Okay, now I just want to add that some of you guys are gonna smooth your shit out. All right, and it may even lead to more intimacy. Okay, as far as I'm talking like emotional and just like feeling close, like actually being close, not just feeling closer to the other person, but like I don't know if some of you have experienced that in different relationships, whether it's romantic or family or anything, but there may be problems. But after the problem, it's either going to go two ways. Either it's just never going to be the same, and it's just let it die out, or you can get past that, and now you're even thicker than thieves than ever. You know what I'm saying? So that is fire sign love reading. That's what they told me, okay? I'd love to have a bunch of unicorns and good fluffy shit for you, but I gotta tell you what I see, okay? And sometimes I know that these videos are just for, a certain demographic or certain, just if it resonates, it resonates, And if it doesn't, then I would actually say probably that's pretty good because I wouldn't say this is a great reading, but, it could be worse. So peace and blessings, and we'll be back.